Hey everybody, it's Alexis from the Bedford Life. Today I'm going to show you how to make chili powder. So just on a side note, my neighbor is a professional trumpet player and seems to be practicing right now. So if you hear a trumpet in the back, that's what it is. You ready, Dad?
Okay.
In a previous video, I showed you how to take these Thai dragon peppers and air dry them. It takes about 3 weeks. You can check that video out. If you don't want to wait 3 weeks for your peppers to dry, this is a much easier way to do it. It's much quicker. It's really up to personal preference on how you want to do it. This year, really, Bee? Please go away. Seems to be safe. This year I grew 3 types of peppers, and if you see that I'm wearing gloves, it's for a reason, and I recommend if you're going to do anything chili related, taking the chilies off the plant, cutting chilies, making chili powder, making chili oil, just about doing anything with chilies, you really want to wear gloves. So this year I grew 3 types of peppers. Last year I had a lot of luck with this, which is the Thai dragon pepper, and one plant gave me enough peppers to pretty much last me through the winter. These last year I planted too late in the season and they turned out to be a dud, so I gave it a try again this year, and then I also planted jalapenos. Now on a scale of heat, jalapenos are hot. Thai dragon peppers are really hot. Habanero peppers are ridiculously f***ing hot, like hot. There are peppers that are hotter than this, but as far as what I need for personal use, I think the 3 of these are fine. If you only had one type of pepper, that would be fine. You could also use that as well. But for me, I happen to grow these 3. It makes the chili powder a little bit more interesting to me. It gives it a little bit more color. But again, if you only had one type, you could totally use just one type. That would be fine. Grab your gloves and grab some aprons. I'm wearing the Bernadette today. She is selling fast, so if you're interested in purchasing this particular apron, make sure you go to thebedfordlife.com. If you use promo code YouTube, you'll get 20% off your purchase. All right, so grab your gloves. We're gonna start cutting some peppers. Now, these particular peppers, obviously, they look very different, and they have different heat levels, but they also cook differently. So this is very fleshy. The Thai dragon pepper is thinner, and the habanero is probably somewhere in the middle as far as like the thickness of the flesh. So what I noticed when I make chili powder with these 3 particular peppers, when I put them in the oven, this is the last one to dry out. This is the first one to dry out, and this one is somewhere in the middle. So a lot of times what I have to do is, while they're drying, if this one seems to dry out first, I'll take them out of the oven and set them aside. When these become totally dry, I'll take them out and set them aside, because you don't want to necessarily cook these. You just want to have enough temperature in the oven so that you dry them out. And there is a difference. You don't want to cook them. You just want to dry them out. I use just a regular cookie sheet here, and I put tin foil on it. I don't think that any of the heat would actually permeate the cookie sheet, but in case I wanted to make cookies in the future, I probably would not want super hot spicy stuff on them, so I just put a little bit of tin foil. I also want to mention that I found this cookie sheet, and it just made me so happy because it's by a company called Nordicware, and almost 90% of their products are American made, so kudos to them. If you're interested in this particular cookie sheet, which is American made, we love it. I have a link in the description box below where you can purchase it. You'll be taken directly to Amazon where you can buy it, and I absolutely love it. All right, here we go. I forgot to mention this, but inside the peppers that are really hot, hotter than like the outside. This one doesn't really affect you if you were just touching it with your hands. This one did irritate my skin a little bit when I made the mistake of trying to get them off the plant without gloves. Don't do that again. Learn the hard way the first time. But it's what's inside that's hot. If for some reason you wanted chili powder that wasn't super duper hot, don't use these, one. And I guess you could take the seeds out because that's really where the heat is, but to me that sort of defeats the purpose. Like, it's supposed to be hot. It's chili powder. I sprinkled some on chicken and put it on the barbecue yesterday for lunch. It was delicious. And I use this particular pepper in a few of my recipes. I used it in my basil limeade, and I also used this pepper in my goat curry stew, which is my favorite recipe. And then I used jalapenos in my spicy watermelon salad. Okay, so anyway. So I just gave them a quick rinse really quick because I forgot that I had pulled them straight out of the garden. Woo! That's the hot stuff. I want to mention also that once these are dry, after they've been in the oven, it usually takes a few hours for them to dry out. Again, 180 degrees approximately until they dry out. This stuff is serious. You cannot mess around with this. You really need to make sure that you're extra careful. We're gonna end up putting these in a grinder. I will show you the one that I prefer. And again, the link in the description box will take you directly if you want to purchase it. I got a great deal on it, like almost 70% off, I think. You don't want to put these in the grinder inside your house. Little particles will get everywhere. It is not safe. You could really hurt yourself. You could really injure your pets. Extra careful when you put these in the grinder. Even when you put them in the oven and like you go to check on them, when you open up the oven, it's like, whoa, you can smell the heat from the peppers. Take them outside, run an extension cord. These dragon peppers are a little tougher to cut. Thank God for a nice paring knife. Again, if you like these, I have a link for them. They're by Cuisinart. They're fun. They come in a lot of colors and they're very inexpensive. And there's the trumpet in the back. I don't know if you can hear it. And remember, don't touch your face. Don't rub your eye. It's very hot out. And then the peppers, I can actually smell the heat coming off of them. But look how beautiful. Don't they look so pretty? They shrink a lot when you dry them out. I'm gonna start with these. It's kind of like a process, but it's worth it because it's delicious. You're gonna wanna make sure that you clean your knife thoroughly and your cutting board thoroughly also. Go to cut something afterwards, you'll know it. It's that. All right, I'm gonna put these in the oven for, gosh, it could be like 4 hours, it could be like 6 hours. It's really something you need to keep an eye on because it's like good. Oh, crap, it got too hot. I wouldn't open the oven too many times, but I would give it at least 3 hours at 180 degrees, give it a little peek. Then, like I had mentioned before, if any of them start to dry out faster than the other ones, they want to be like crunchy because you're gonna put them in a grinder, so you want them dried out and crunchy. Don't want them burnt, don't want them cooked, but you want them dried out. So if any of them dry out faster, take those out, put them aside, and then let the rest of them cook out thoroughly. So see you in like 4 hours. I may just shoot the rest of the video tomorrow. It's like happy hour soon. Okay, there we go. Everything's dried out. You hear it? Crunchy. If you love this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button below or the pineapple in the bottom right corner. You can also go to thebedfordlife.com. Join our mailing list. You'll get 15% off your first purchase. Thanks for watching, everybody.